Welcome to trigonometry, one of the most interesting topics in mathematics. Now for question 1, we are supposed to convert all these degree to radian. So to convert degree to radian, we know that 360 degrees is equivalent to 2 pi. So if we divide the left hand side the degree by 360, we will have 1 degree, and if we divide 360 on the right hand side, we will have pi over 180 radian. So that means that 1 degree is equal to pi over 180 radian. So to do question 1a, 35 degrees will be pi over 180 radian, and that's for 1 degree, time 35. We will have pi divided by 180, that's for 1 degree, time 35. So in terms of radian is 0.61 radian, and that's the answer. And for part B, is a negative 45 degrees. So same thing, we will use the radian for 1 degree, time in this case 45 degrees. Okay, negative 45 degrees. And that's equals to pi divided by 180 times negative 45. So the answer will be a negative 0.79 radian. Okay, and that's how you convert degree to radian. Now for question 2, we're supposed to convert the radian to degree. And again, we know that 2 pi is equivalent to 360 degrees. So if we divide 2 pi on the left hand side, we will have 1 radian. Okay, and we divide 2 pi on the right hand side, we will have 180 degrees over pi. So 1 radian is equal to 180 degrees divided by pi. So let's go ahead and do part A. Minus pi over 18 is therefore equals to 180 degree divided by pi time exactly what it is, minus pi over 18 radian. Okay, so this will become a degree on the right hand side. We will cancel away the pi, and we will cancel away this, and therefore the answer is negative 10 degree. And for B, we have pi over 2. Okay, we go ahead to time 180 degrees over pi, and that is equal to 90 degrees. Now for question 3, we are supposed to find the quadrant and the sine. In this case, for part A, sine negative 38 degree So take note that for a quadrant, 0 degrees start on the right hand side, that is 3 o'clock. And then this is 90 degrees, this is 180 degrees, and this is 270 degrees. And for negative 38 degree, it's actually going clockwise from the 0 degree. So this will be 38 degrees negative. Hence, part A is on the 4th quadrant, and the sign will be negative. Because 4th quadrant, only cosine will be positive, and if we sine, the answer will be negative. So to confirm, let's go ahead and do sine negative 38. And yes, the answer is a negative 0.62. So that is for part A. And for part B, is a sine 325 degrees. So where exactly is 325 degrees? It should be somewhere around here. So this will be 325 degree. Hence it's in the fourth quadrant. And again, at the fourth quadrant, only cosine will be positive, and if it's sine, the answer will be negative. For question 4, we are supposed to find the angles for sine theta equal to 0.6432. So theta will be equal to the inverse sine of 6432, and that would be inverse sine 0.6432. So it's 40 degrees. Now, this is one of the answer, and 40 degrees is over here. Now, as you can see, sine, when it's at 0.6432, that means somewhere around here, this will be the first answer, 40 degrees. And you realize that for the same amplitude, 0.6432, there will be another answer over here. So the other answer will be 180 degrees minus 40 degrees. So this is the second answer. And it will be over here, which sine 140 degrees will also give you positive 0.6432. Question 7 to 10, they are quite similar. The solution will involve two steps. First, we must find the angle, and second, we must work out the quadrant. So for question 7, we are given that sine of B is equal to negative 0.2732. So to work out the angle B, we will inverse sine, and using the calculator, inverse sine negative 0.2732 will give us negative 15.85 degree. So we know that sine B gives us a negative answer of 15.85 degree. We are also told that cosine B is negative. So second step, we must work out the quadrant. So from the angle B, we know that 15.85 degree is something like this. But take note that sine B, we know that is a negative number. Cosine B, also a negative number. So since this quadrant, everything will be positive, so it won't be at this quadrant. And it won't be at this quadrant because if sine the angle B will give a positive, but we have a negative, so it won't be this quadrant. Likewise, it's not in the cosine quadrant, because if it's in this quadrant, cosine will be positive. Yet the requirement is cosine is negative. So the only quadrant left is the tangent quadrant. So if it's a tangent quadrant, this angle, which is 15.85 degree, will be coming down this way. And therefore, B will be equal to 180 degrees, starting from here to here, 180, plus the theta, 15.85 degree. And finally, the answer will be 195.85 degree. So if we use the calculator to check, sine 195.85, this will give a negative 0.273. So it's very similar to our original questions. And then we cosine 195.85, that will also give us a negative number. So confirm 195.85 degree is the only answer. For question 8, we are given that cosine of the angle, let's call it theta, is a negative number. And we are also given sine of the angle is equal to 0.463. So the angle is the inverse sine of negative 0.463. So inverse sine 0.463. That will give us an angle of negative 27.58 degree. So as per usual, first step is to work out the angle. Second step, we will work out the quadrant. CAST. Now, since cosine will give us a negative, it won't be in this quadrant or this quadrant. And sine is a negative, it won't be in this quadrant as well. So the only quadrant is this one, tangent. So let's say this is 27.58 degree. The real answer must be this one. So it will be 180 degrees plus 27.58. Okay, so therefore the angle will be 180 degrees plus 27.58. Okay, and the answer will be 180 plus 27.58. That will give us 207.58 degree. Now to confirm, we will cosine the answer, and that will give us a negative number. And again, we will sine the answer. That will give us back a negative 0.463. And therefore, the answer, the angle theta, will be 207.58 degrees. For question 9, again we will work out the angle. We are given that tangent angle is equal to 0.134. So the angle theta will be the inverse tangent of 0.134. So that will give us an angle of 7.63 degree. So second step is for us to work out the quadrant. The next info that we have here is cosine will give us a negative number as well. So the only coordinate it will assist will be this one, because tangent is positive. And at this quadrant, cosine is negative. So it fulfills this quadrant. It cannot be here because if it's here, then cosine will be positive. It can't be here because cosine also positive. It can't be here because if it's at this quadrant, then tangent will be negative. So it won't be here as well. So since the angle is here, 7.63 degrees, and the answer lies in the third quadrant over here, so this must be the angle. So in other words, we must take 180 degrees plus 7.63. So therefore, the real answer will be 180 degrees plus 7.63 degrees, 187.63 degrees. So to double confirm, let's check with the original question, tangent, and with the answer 187.63, that will give us 0.134. And the cosine of 187.63 will give us a negative number. So this 187.63 degrees is the correct answer. For question 10, we are given that sine y and cosine y, they are of opposite sign. And we also know that sine y is positive 0.6, and therefore the cosine will be a negative number. So with sine y equal to 0.6, okay, y will be the inverse sine of 0.6. That will give us an angle of 36.87. So same thing, the second step is we work out the quadrant. So at this angle here of 36.87 degree, we know that sine is positive, so the only possible quadrant will be this one or this one. So it cannot be this one or this one. Next, we also know that cosine is a negative, so it's not this one. So the answer must be in the second quadrant over here. And therefore y is equal to 180 degrees minus this angle, which is 36.87. So 180 minus 36.87, our answer is 143.13 degrees. Question 11. We are given that y lies in the second, third, and fourth quadrant from 90 degrees to 360 degrees. And we know that tangent y is equal to 3/13. Now we also know that tangent y is equal to sine y over cosine y. So comparing these two, we know that sine is equal to 3, sine y is equal to 3, and cosine y is equal to 13. Question 12, we have sine x equal to 4 over 5. And we also have this known as toa, ka, so. So for sine, we have opposite over hypotenuse, which is 4 over 5 as given. So we'll work out the quadrant. So opposite over hypotenuse will be here. This will be 4, this will be 5, and adjacent will be 3. Another clue we have here is that it says x is obtuse. That means it will lie in this quadrant. So since it's at this quadrant, signs, yes, it will be positive. And let's work out cosine x will be adjacent divided by hypotenuse. So it will be 3 divided by hypotenuse. And at this quadrant, cosine will be negative. So that will be the answer for cosine x. And for tangent x, it will be opposite over adjacent. So it will be 4 over 3. And then same thing, at this quadrant, tangent will be negative.